EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try the left side. It's Cooper, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off the bootleg. Kirkpatrick, he'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ta'amu got his man complete over the middle. It's Fletcher, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
Ta'amu. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Falcons nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Kirkpatrick looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Cooper. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, Cooper. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Fletcher. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a give right side. Fletcher. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19-yard
line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to push his way down to about the 12.
On the option.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
11-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, it's Fletcher. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Tabu. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down and
line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Cooper. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cooper. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Fletcher. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Fletcher. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and goal to go.
Tabu will look to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
14. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Yo.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yeah, 14
at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
All right, I've got 10, so.
I think that's the modern phrase. And you've never released that energy. Now then, do you have any tissues, my dear? There are some in my agent's handbag. Just help yourself, dear boy. So, all of that emotional issue has been tied up inside you. So what I want to do here is just place a little energy. Now this is quite fine energy, so that you're not getting this panic coming back again.
Yo, can you hear me?
So,
Amazing. Fuck this up. It's coming through my TV, not my headphones. Yeah, I can hear you through my TV. It's all fucked up right now.
So there we go. All right, dear boy. I think we've done all that we can for today, and I will continue to send the energies. So, take care, dear boy, and enjoy. Thank you, my dear. God bless you.
Alright, there, can you hear me?
Yard line.
Carrier. He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg. Kirkpatrick. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete to number
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Dustin Hopkins set to
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. It's Fletcher. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Kirkpatrick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ta'amu. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 48. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 48-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On 1st down, Cooper. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Down pass. Intercepted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and fit.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check. 53. Check.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Kirkpatrick rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
It's now 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Powers through. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Fletcher. And pretty good running as he'll be close to first down at the Falcons' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Kirkpatrick. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw again, Kirkpatrick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Ta'amu over the middle, complete. That's Fletcher. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Fletcher. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
53 yards.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 6.
To throw on second down, Kirkpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick rolling to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd down and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Off the bootleg. Kirkpatrick sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Off play action. Kirkpatrick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bradley Chubb. And the Panthers will get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ta'amu. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ta'amu got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about yours?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this... And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick forced out to his left. And out, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Tighten up. Pull together.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check Mike.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Score the whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons. I just made a play. In the red zone. Going shake and bake. I just took off with that rock. Just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just gotta say like I ran up in the backfield. I just gotta say like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake. Make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about the phones. We ain't staying there. Running off the block. Yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple. I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. Plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me Ty Gurley, hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole life, run it back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. down, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.